And the cool part is you can be responsible and financially benefit from it at the same time. When most of the times we're thinking in the world, it's like, well, if I'm going to be responsible, it's not really financially lucrative for me. Well, those days are over. Now you can actually marry both of those universes together. And that's what we see with technologies like Tartle.
Okay. w- the idea of tracking,
Mhm.
are you using blockchain to
Yeah, that's a good question. So we know that there's a lot of different forms of blockchain out there, and many of them, because they start on an economic base, they have fees associated with the use of those on-chain systems, especially when they become publicized and people have to mine stuff and verify that network, what have you. We recognize many aspects of that blockchain, those blockchain systems, and we engineered out the weaknesses in them and brought in something that works for, you know, hundreds of thousands to millions of transactions every second without any of the fees or inefficiencies associated with it. So currently at this point in time, it's a privately run blockchain and we have that audit trail publicly for everyone to see. And in the future, we will give that blockchain out to the public and they can all do, secondary verifications on it. But that's a Web3 principle.
let's get back to how it benefits humanity, people, all the things that the governments aren't necessarily watching out for, and big tech is just trying to monetize. So, so I think it's fascinating that, you're integrating the tenets of Web3 into your product because they're there to use for good, right?
Yeah, and it's possible. And it's up to the people using that technology to decide if they want to do good with it. It is up to them to put the data into those systems to make them do magical things.
Right now is a bunch of alt tech companies doing things the right way. So thank you.
You're most welcome. What is right is reasonable and what is reasonable is right. Thank you for having me on, Kurt.